Yo, so today's my birthday and I'm spending the morning at work doing what I love best and working on bikes. So actually it's like the best day ever, so every day is my birthday. On today's episode we are trying to get this softail to stop doing a hesitation thing. And I'm going to be getting my new bike ready for a bike show Sunday. So flip it round and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Right, so I got this lovely softail in. Evo, best engine ever made, even though I'm a shovel-head man. This has come in for a hesitation problem. When you sit on the throttle, it sort of starts hesitating. The customer's been running it on E10 fuel, which doesn't help. And it's been stood a while, so my theory is inside this lovely Super E carburetor is probably some gunk and probably some water. So we're going to strip and clean that out, clean the air filter out, give that a run and put some fresh fuel in it. And then ta-da! I have bought my dad's old bike back, the Peacock. 19-inch Invader, K-Tech brakes, 12 overs with rake yokes, fully moulded frame. I mean, look at the paint on it. How nice is that? K-Tech levers. So this bike obviously has a hell of a lot of sentimental value to me. And yeah, I'm well chuffed to have it back. It runs superbly. I've just got a few little jobs to do on it. Put a new number plate on it, change the fuel cap. And this one is going to the Rattleston Bike Show on Sunday in Suffolk. So it'll be nice to see it back on the road. And yeah, stay tuned for some more. Aris's bike is pretty much done. I've just got to finish wiring up the Dyna's ignition. I seem to have a sparking problem, which I think the coil has failed. Other than that, and just finished doing the brake lines, that's ready to go. Frankie's shovel head's also starting to go back together, so that's going to be a real nice little bike as well. Got some cool bits on there. And yeah, everything is going well. Phil at Studio 5, Studio 45 even, smashed the paintwork out of the park as always. Got loads of nice details on this bike. Mind the, excuse the fingerprints. It's going to have some brass tips in the exhaust. Got a little brass, black and brass micro button there for the high-low beam. Black and brass headlight. So yeah, this bike's going to be real nice. Right, so I'm going to start cleaning this Super E out. I won't go through all the details on it, but Super E's, in my opinion, are the best carburetor. Everyone's like, oh, you want a Mikuni? Well, I like Super E's best. They're simple, they're really good for power, they're really easy to tune, and they're easy to work on. You haven't got all the slide mechanisms like a Mikuni has. They look better than a CV carb. I mean, they're really pretty. Got one on this one as well. Like, polish them up, they look lovely. And I think they run great. Once you know how to set them up and tune them up, I mean, I've had Super E's my whole life, and I just think they're the best carb ever, for a Harley anyway. So yeah, stay tuned, we'll get this one running sweet! One thing though, I always check before I strip a carb out on these Super E's, is to see if she's a squirter. And it's squirting lovely, so that means accelerator pump is working a treat. Which is good, because I don't have a spare kit here, so that's a good sign to start with. Right, so I've got the jet out, and as you can see, it's an 028. This is the pilot jet, so this does from just above idle to about, I think about quarter to half throttle. So 028 is actually very small for this. 0295 is stock setting, so I'm going to put a slightly bigger pilot jet in this and see where we go from there. The bike's got a S&S air filter on it and open drag pipes, so it definitely needs a little bit of an up jet. Right, so I've changed the jet. Biggest thing you need to do on a Super E or any Harley carb air filter, Loctite the bolts. Because if those bolts come out, they're going in your engine and that's going to be catastrophic. So yes, always Loctite them bolts. Right, so I've got a bigger pilot jet in here now. Going to set up the carb mixture once it's warm. Turn it on, choke on. Lovely. So as you hear, it's got that hesitation, which means the accelerator pump needs adjusting. So what that does is squirts fuel, neat fuel, into the inlet manifold, and then that stops the hesitation. So you have to keep adjusting them until it doesn't do it anymore. Right, so what you do is you adjust it quarter of a turn at a time and then crank the throttle. Oh, I've had to take the air filter off because you can't get to the adjuster on here, but yeah, that's picking up bloody lovely now. No hesitation whatsoever, so that carb is set up perfect. Right, I don't know if you can hear me, but it's running lovely now. And now I've adjusted that accelerator pump. There is no hesitation when you crack the throttle. So ready, watch. Whereas before, when you open up the throttle, it would cough and splutter like it's getting too much air in. So it's a lot better now. And you can put it up in the 5th gear, like that. Run it in 5th and you can open the throttle and it pulls like a train again. So yeah, that's another job well done.